Now listen, if you're like me and Roxy, you like to keep your hair nice and moisturized so that you're not going from juicy popping curls to dry desert within 5 minutes. Look, stick around. We gonna share some tips and tricks with you on how to keep that natural curl popping and moisturized at all times. Let's get into it. Tip number one on keeping your hair moisturized is none other than making sure you're putting water in your hair. Water helps provide a lot of moisture. Now for me and Roxy, let me tell you, Roxy, she enjoys a little bit of warm water mixed with a little bit of leave-in conditioner. That helps her with her moisture routine, okay? Yes, because what she wants is she wants it misted down. Add the leave-in conditioner in there to the water after you mist it first without anything in there. Add that leave-in, shake it up a little bit, and then of course put that in there. And Roxy's like, girl, this is what I'm talking about. Plus a little bit of a scalp massage, and then Roxy, she gonna have her time, okay? That's what she likes. And also, I will say this, I have had other naturals that I've been talking to. They also put a little bit of water mixed with some oil in there, whichever oil your hair likes. Roxy, she prefers almond oil, and also she's really loving jojoba oil. But you know, those are her two things that she likes. But even while she's here in this natural style, I don't have to mist her as much, but sometimes I will put jojoba or almond oil just to give her a little bit of relief. And your second tip to keeping your hair moisturized is sealing your hair like a pro. I know if you're a new natural, you probably never heard of it. If you're an old natural or just a natural who's never heard of it before, you have the LCO method and the LOC method. Okay. Essentially, they're the same thing, just a little bit of different order. The L is your leave-in, okay? Leave-in conditioner, your water, whichever one you want to do. Some people say liquid. I say leave-in because you need a good leave-in conditioner. The O stands for oil. For me and Roxy, we are more along the LCO, which is our leave-in cream and oil, but we only do that in the winter. Yes, because we have a winter and fall routine, and we have a summer and spring routine. Now for the summer and spring, we're the LOC method, which is leave-in, oil, and cream. I was about to say conditioner. It's not conditioner, it's a cream. That's what C stands for. So for us, we'll put in our leave-in conditioner, we'll put oil on top of it, then we'll put the cream on top of it, which could be a curling cream, it could be another moisture cream, whichever one you need. It just depends, because sometimes you have to do it for the needs of your hair at the time. And most often than not for Roxy, because she is high porosity, we need thicker creams to put on our hair in the winter time and lighter ones in the summer. That's why a lot of times once spring officially hits, we change our products. Our leave-in conditioner normally stays the same all of the time, but sometimes we will change it up because Roxy will get used to one, and you know, we got to keep her on her P's and Q's. But what we do is we change up. Like for me in the winter, I love to use the Camille Rose products on Roxy because they do help. They also help in the summertime too, but sometimes they can be a little too thick. But now this spring is rolling around, what me and Roxy are going to switch to is TGIN's products because they are amazing. They do keep your hair moisturized, and they also are humectant because we're going to use what's going on in the air to help keep Roxy moisturized. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but tip number 3, don't skip the cleansing. And yes, even in protective styles, don't skip on it. Now, I'm not saying take your hair out of a protective style to wash your hair, but you need to make sure that your hair is being cleansed at all times. Like right now, Roxy is freshly up in this style. We don't have to do a cleansing routine just yet. But sometimes I know some people who are natural, they use dry shampoo. Some people just shampoo their whole head and then dry it as they go. The choice is yours. But however you need to do, make sure that you're keeping your hair clean so that your hair can stay moisturized. Because when your hair and scalp gets dirty, it is hard to maintain moisture, okay? But make sure you're cleansing it. You can use co-washes, regular shampoos, and I am a stickler about using a clarifying shampoo at least every 2 months. If I am doing a whole lot of styles with Roxy, then we'll use it every other time that we clean, because we have to get those products out of our hair, okay? But that's all I'm gonna say is make sure that you're cleaning your scalp, make sure that it's refreshed so that you can maintain that moisture. Tip number 4, nighttime is prime time. What do I mean by this? How you treat your hair at night is how your hair is gonna treat you in the morning. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry, girl, I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't doing Roxy right at night because I was sleeping crazy. The bonnet was coming up, so just the back part of my hair was touching everything it shouldn't have been touching. So it got a little damaged. So that is why you will see Roxy up in styles like this for quite some time, so that we can grow out and heal the damage. But I will say this, because I am a wild sleeper sometimes. What you have to do is get you your silk scarves, satin scarves, your satin bonnets, satin pillowcases, whatever. I am a proponent for my hair. She prefers silk. Satin helps, but satin can also be a little drying for us. So yes, we go out and purchase these huge silk scarves to wrap her up with, and then also put a bonnet on top of it, because we're trying to lock in the moisture. And a lot of times what I do at night is I will mist Roxy down with our leave-in and water combo and massage the scalp just a little bit, and then put her up in the scarf. If I'm not going to style her, or if I'm just going to leave her and like her twist out, I will put pineapple my hair up, put it in the scarf, and then put the bonnet on top of it. And that has been helping to restore her moisture, restore her health, because like I said, the back of it, she was rough. Okay, and like I said, we're protecting her right now so that she can get some rest and relief. But even so, with your protective style, still same method. Whenever I'm laying down, I do not lay down on my protective styles. I will throw my bonnet on in a heartbeat, because I do have separate bonnets for protective styles in my natural hair, so that my hair is not getting damaged, matted, or tangled, because you still need to be able to run your fingers through like that right there. That's okay, but it's not tangled up. I can literally run my fingers through my hair. And lastly, if you are a natural, hear me and hear me well. Moisture is a routine. It is not a one-off thing. I am also talking to myself, because I am the world's laziest natural. I've had to get back in the habit of moisturizing Roxy every day or every other day, because I don't want to over manipulate her. But you have to make it a routine of putting the moisture into your hair. The more you do it, the more your hair becomes accustomed to it, especially if you're a new natural. You have to train your hair to get used to certain manipulations. Roxy is now used to certain manipulations because I put moisture in there and I treat her well. She is my friend. She is not my burden. Again, my friend, not my burden. Does she have a mind of her own? Absolutely. There are days that she does not want to cooperate. And on those days is when most of the time she just gets left alone, and I leave her be until I put her in the shower and get her right. All right? Because, like I said, you have to do this on a constant basis. You have to be very consistent with it so that you are protecting your natural hair. All right? Listen. But I will say, comment below your favorite products that you like to use to keep your hair moisturized, because I would love to try some of them. I'm about to be on my moisturizing game once this natural style protective style comes out. But as always, comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more hair care tips and more hair care how-to-dos, okay? Because yes, they are coming. They've been recorded. They just gotta be edited. But I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace out.